So the floating carrot block is really pretty easy, but it requires a technique that sometimes is a little hard to explain on a pattern, or if you've never done it before. So this is our carrot, and what I've done is I've created the top part of our carrot already just by doing a simple flip and fold. And when I say flip and fold, you might think snowball block, flip and fold. There's, just a
lots
corner.
Of different names.
Yeah, I want to show you how to do a flip and fold on a rectangle, not a square.
Oh,
all right. So this block is made by you take and you actually do it in two parts. So you make your first part, then we're going to make the bottom part. So I'm going to measure and mark over on my carrot on the bottom.
Okay.
And I just used a water
soluble,
or friction pen, anything that you like. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to actually draw a line from that corner right there of the flip and fold to the line I just marked. And I'm going to do this one side at a time. So then I have my mark right here. Does everybody see that mark that is on here?
Line at the bottom is center?
No, it's actually off center because we want to have that carrot float just a little bit. So we want to create a little bit of space on the top there. All right, so then what I'm going to do, Fern, is I'm going to take my white fabric, my background fabric, and I'm going to lay that directly on that line.
Okay.
And I'm going to have you sew with 1/4 inch on the white fabric just down the side.
And you've made sure that we're like past the edges.
Yes, I made sure we're past the edges. Basically, you're going to flip and fold that and iron it right along the side. Now here is where you're like, well, that was easy enough, but now what? I'm going to actually fold this over, and we are going to use the background because this back is cut the right size for the block.
So you didn't cut that?
I did not cut that off first. I'm going to use that as my trim line. So I'm going to just trim right along that side, and then I'm going to use this as my trim line on the bottom. And so now I have that perfect block sized, and I don't know how well this will show through. I don't want the bulk, and I don't want that orange to shine through. So now I will flip my top back, and then I will use this 1/4 inch as my next trim line.
I can see how this would be confusing in a pattern.
Yeah, do you see how this is really easy to demo? But writing this in a pattern. So there you go. Now I have the perfect side of my carrot. Now what I'm going to do on my next block is I'm going to actually come over. I'm going to measure.
And measure again.
And measure again. And draw my line. So do you see how you have to do this in two parts? Don't draw two of your lines together, because if you do, you're going to actually cut one off. You're not going to know. So, all right, we're going to actually take it right here, and we're going to do it again. Sew that along the line. One more time. We're going to use this orange piece as our template. Going to cut one side. Going to cut the other side. Then I'm going to turn it right to the front and do the same thing. Yeah. So repetition. So we have got that down. And look how easy that was. So that is how I create my carrot. And then I have the perfect float at the bottom. So my joints are going to be so clean.
So clean,
Yep, so clean. And so now we have 2 carrots. We just need to add the top. And we are done.
Oh, that's brilliant.